What's happening here that's not happening anyplace else?
I mean, the competitive level starts at 4 years old.
Classic rivalry.
Hall of Fame type coaches, great personalities.
All three schools, though, they changed the game of college football.
Florida State Seminoles,
Miami Hurricanes.
Florida Gators.
You want to dominate your opponents and you want to get stoned, make sure that you roll up.
What's happening here that's not happening anyplace else?
I mean, the competitive level starts at 4 years old.
Classic rivalry.
Hall of Fame type coaches, great personalities.
All three schools, though, they changed the game of college football.
Florida State Seminoles,
Miami Hurricanes.
Florida Gators.
You want to dominate your opponents and you want to get stoned, make sure that you roll up.
What's happening here that's not happening anyplace else?
I mean, the competitive level starts at 4 years old.
Classic rivalry.
Hall of Fame type coaches,
shit.
great personalities.
It's the roll up. It's the
I haven't
vibes.
seen him at all. Oh, let me refresh. I was doing the same thing as did earlier. I think we was waiting him. My bad.
I refresh real quick. It's the roll up. It's the vibes. Another beautiful day in the Sunshine State, and you are kicking it with the illest podcast in all the land. Larion and CJ will be right back.
What's up, man?
Vibrations, man. Try to make sure everybody was straight. I say everybody good. Yeah,
I didn't know. Yeah, I had no idea. That's funny you just said it at that point. But yeah, it's a gloomy day. It's a gloomy day in Melbourne, man. The King is not happy. I just got off work not too long ago too. So it's
Let's CJ. I don't think CJ can see or hear me, but let him know that he is live and
See
the
you
audience
live.
still hear him.
yeah, mute up real quick.
No, I mean, I'm not saying nothing. I'm good, yo. I'm too to
You
get
talking
fixed.
now?
Can you tell me mute up? I wasn't saying nothing. That's what I'm saying.
We'll get right with y'all. Big show on the way. A lot of drama, a lot of dramatics in the Big Three this week. We are recording on a Friday night because of Father's Day. A lot of travel going on, as you can see. CJ's at a away stadium this week. It's a road game for my man CJ, but a lot of travel this weekend. So we're recording on a Friday night. The drama has been big in the Big Three, whether it was reclassification, Elite 11. You know, it's always a big to-do every summer. But the trolls has been big. I got suspended, so I've been using the Rollup account and just transition over to the Kush House account. So if you want to follow me and catch me, I'm gonna stop using the Rollup account. Catch me at the Kush House account on Twitter. But eventful week. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I know my dad listened to the show, so happy Father's Day to my pop, brother, and all the fathers in my lives and whatnot, man. All my partners that's fathers and whatnot. Larion, what it do, man?
Happy Father's Day to y'all fellas, man. My pops do not listen to the show. My step pops do not listen to the show. I had to get on them about that now that you said it. I just realized that mom listens to the show, but happy Father's Day to them as well. You know, I know we often get overlooked as men. I'm not a father, but I know how this day goes for y'all. I want to, you know, any woman right now that may be listening, skip the ties, skip the socks. He doesn't need another barbecue grill kit. And we don't want car wash kits either. None of that shit, man.
Yeah.
Nice stuff. Nice things, you know, like Silk said, I like fly shit too. Go get me some smell good, some nice garments, things of that nature, man. Quit giving us labor for Father's Day or any gift. But yeah, shout out to all the good dads out there, man, that's been holding it down. You know what I'm saying? Tupac cares if don't nobody else care, bro.
Yeah, man.
See how you in with us? Still don't see.
It may be the browser. Switch browsers. I had some technical.
Yeah, I still can't hear Silk, but I'll go ahead and drop I guess a little 2 cents in regards to Father's Day if it's open.
Do your thing and I'll refresh. How about that?
Yeah. Just to kind of echo what you were saying, man. Happy Father's Day to all the fellas out there, man. Celebrate your fathers if you know you have one in your life, even if it's not your dad. You know, grandfather. There you go, bro. Grandfather, uncle, whatever it may be. You know, celebrate those people, and also don't put up with socks or anything like that as gifts. Don't put
What
up
should
with
they
that.
do? Put up with what should they do if they?
Man,
if they
throw
don't
them
want
socks at them. Ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Oh, man.
Right.
That's how y'all
Right,
feel.
bro. Don't put up with socks.
Socks out of here.
Because you went all out for Mother's Day, right? You know you laid the red carpet for Mother's Day. Don't accept none less, no little $5 Ross little socks or this, that, and other. And don't accept they try to play you this way too. we want to get on the grill and hang out a little bit, and then you end up cooking on the grill.
No,
Don't be out there slaving on Father's Day either, fellas. Know your worth and know your standards.
Yeah, go on strike, man. No grilling.
I've grown to the guy that goes out to eat for every holiday, bro. I'm not getting on the grill. I had my earlier days, younger as a family man, where I was excited to grill and get on that joint every time it was a holiday. But these days, bro, nah, man. I don't care if it's Christmas, Thanksgiving. My family look at me crazy. My outside family like, bro, you going to a restaurant? Yes. I am like Macaulay Culkin and his family. We doing that type of shit, man. Everybody get waited on. We kick our feet up type joint, but I don't want to cook nothing to clean up later. Yeah.
Be done.
When I was younger though, man, I was heavy on the grill and kind of found my way with the grill. I want to grill all the time, right? Yeah. So they was using that shit to their advantage, It's Father's Day, you should be on the grill too. Young and naive, I did it a couple times and realized, that hustling backwards, man. I can't be doing that.
Yeah, my son be hyping me up every night. I took him to BurgerFi for his birthday. Happy birthday to my son. I get screwed every Father's Day because both of my kids are born in the same week and it's Father's Day week. So I don't really get into my bag like that. It's all good, man. I get a reminder every Father's Day with both of their birthdays. But I took Harlem. He wanted to go by BurgerFi, grab him a burger real quick. He done turned into a burger dude. But he ate BurgerFi. He like, Pops, I like your burger, man. Like, make me one of your burgers tonight. So he one of them kids. He don't mess with McDonald's, Burger King. He want a homemade burger with real beef. He prefer that at the crib on the grill, man. So he'll get me every now and then. Yeah.
Happy birthday, man.
I don't know how you do it, man. Smell that flame broiled beef just hitting the nostrils. And you know what? I'm gonna go get me a black bean burger, man, and just get it going, bro. You strong, brother. That's one thing I got to give you.
It's deeper than rap, man. That's all.
That's a fact.
It's deeper than rap.
That is a fact.
You know what I'm saying? But Father's Day weekend should be a blast. This is why we're recording Friday night. CJ, where you at? Did you end up going to Mexico? Where you at with it? We're going to get to some football talk in a little bit. Y'all bear with us. Hit that like button, subscribe, all of that. We appreciate y'all. We're going to get to some heavy Big 3 talk today. CJ, you in Cancun? Where you at with it, my guy?
Nah, right now I'm in Orlando with it. I'm going to flight head out in the morning by like 7 or so. So I just went ahead and came in early and knocked it out for the day. So long day today and long day tomorrow for sure, man. So we'll see what Cancun looking like. We'll hang out a little bit this weekend.
Yeah.
I just had some people come back from Cancun, man.
How they like it?
Enjoy themselves. Yeah, a great time.
Should be nice and hot, bro. That's one thing too. I know we do weather talk on here, but that sun, it's either been 130 degrees or showers in South Florida. That's been the vibes.
Man, this past week in Cali, man, it's been thunderstorms like crazy. I mean, like thunderstorms, man. I mean, bad
hurricane season, baby.
Damn near. So a couple of days ago, man, the wind was blowing just like a damn hurricane. I had to take my ass inside. It was so bad it blew, knocked a tree over on one of my neighbor's roof. That's a headache as itself. So they had to get that roof fixed, this, that, and another. And my neighbor literally next door to me got like real flimsy fence, right? Nah, man, that I don't know what the hell it is. I'm in the middle of a hotel, man. My bad. But no, it had real flimsy fence or whatever, man. So I felt like that wind just thought that fence still being up was disrespectful, right? So it knocked that fence down completely in my yard, man. So it was a crazy night on Thursday. On Wednesday.
So what you do, like stand it back up and flip it on their side?
Oh no, I just pick the trash up and just toss it on their side. Like, y'all handle that. I help you with the debris. That's as far as they go. I'm going right back to your fence, yard.
Man. Get this shit out my yard.
Right.
That's crazy.
Weak ass fence.
Oh goddamn.
Yeah, them fences ain't. I lost fence, man. First 3 years as a homeowner, I lost a fence every year. Then the homeowner association made everybody get vinyl fences, so I've been kind of cool ever since.
Yeah.
But that fence drum ain't no joke. Neighbors mad about who fence it is. Property line. Like, nah, that's your side of the fence.
Right.
It's the whole thing, man.
Luckily, I got some pretty cool neighbors, and me and him pretty cool. Hopefully we ain't got to go through that. This is my first rodeo in regards to that, but it shouldn't be no issue. Pretty solid people.
All right, we got a nice crew of people hanging out with us in the comments, man. Y'all gonna let everybody on Twitter know that we hanging out. We about to get into some serious Big 3 talk. Let me get this ad read in for the good folks at takeavaycay.com. Be sure to visit takeavaycay.com. Use coupon code Rollup at checkout for 15% off, 20% off. I take that back. I've been saying 15. My man Chris hit me, said, man, it's 20. So for 20% off, use coupon code Rollup. at checkout. They have vapes in the flavors of cherry pie, bubblegum OG, blue dream, and strawberry. They also have gummies in the flavors of blue raspberry, kiwi, watermelon, and pomegranate. If you got to pass drug tests and do your thing on that side, we get it. They have a sleepy gummy that's derived of all natural botanicals, ashwagandha, lemon balm, and melatonin. Be sure to check them out. Jump Out Boys not going to pull up on you. It's all federally legal to your mailbox. Use coupon code Rollup at checkout, 20% off.
Sure, I'm about to take one of them sleepies probably as soon as we get off and knock out for the night if I wake up, around like 4 in the morning, man. Because it's been a long day today and a long day tonight. So
what's the flight like?
How long is the flight? 2.5 hours, not too bad.
Oh yeah, you can't really be taking no edibles before that flight. You might still vibing on that landing.
I'll be zooted like a mug going through customs, man.
That's usually my play.
Yeah.
Put them shades on the coast right on through, man. TSA and all that.
Right.
Let's get into some Big 3 talk, man. Where y'all want to go? Y'all want to go to the program stuff? We got a lot of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? We can get into the shenanigans. We can talk some Elite 11. I don't think they got the finals for that.
Not yet. That'll probably
as of now.
That'll probably drop this morning. Well, not this morning. Tomorrow morning, later on tonight. They're on West Coast time with that. But how you guys want to do? I know I had a couple midweek visits and then got some official visits this upcoming weekend. That's how you guys want to do it.
I got a whole clip over here commencing all of that, man. But let's talk about the situation with what is my man Austin Simmons, the quarterback that I mentioned for a little while now. Several months back, a couple months ago, I mentioned him reclassifying after he committed. I mentioned the possibility of him reclassifying from 25 to 23. That news kind of leaked out this week. I've been waiting on it. We all in the group chat, so y'all know what the vibes like. So we've been waiting on the news to drop. I had my content loaded, ready. I had my graphics ready to go, and just hitting up my people and my sources for the last week and a half on when this is about to go down. He visited Ole Miss, so we knew there was some Ole Miss Lane Kiffin smoke as well dealing with him. So been waiting on my guys and my contacts to let me know when he gonna roll, and I kind of got the word it may go down this week. Be ready. So I had the clip loaded. But I talked with my team before we even did it. I talked with Larion and also my brother, and I let him know, I don't want to be first on it. That was my strategy. I'm going to put his name on notifications, put certain writers on notifications, but I don't want to be first. And I didn't want to be first for the exact reason the way it went down. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to be the scapegoat. Been doing this for a while, man. A lot of wisdom come with doing this, man. It looked like it's just trolls and talking shit. But it's also some rhyme to the reason on the way we do things. I'm not a breaking news type of guy either. I could do it, and that's the reason I want to be close to the edge of it, because I want to show these dudes, bro, we could get deeper than that. I just don't care about breaking news. I care about the content and how I deliver, podcasts. But breaking news, it's quick, endorphins. But then what? You don't get no award for that shit at the end of the year. I'd rather make the best content after the news drop and have the best takes on it than try to be breaking news and step on kids' decisions or whatever. But long story short, Josh Newberg breaks the story, and my notifications go off. I'm over here, enjoying my son's birthday or whatever, and I get a notification that somebody tweeted on Austin Simmons. Open the tweet, it's a 20-minute video, so I don't even got time to watch his video. I'm going to YouTube to release my joint. So I just released mine, sent out a tweet, and then I hit my guy up and was like, yo, is this public or a thing? And he said, I think he jumped the gun on this. So I chilled, no reason for me to delete a tweet. I didn't lead with it. And as the reports started coming out that, hey, they may have jumped the gun on this, people are moving too fast, kid hasn't officially reclassified, then the tweet started getting deleted. I wasn't going to delete anything because I didn't break the news. There's no reason for me to. I reported on something that was reported by one of the biggest outlets, which is On3 Sports. They reported this, and then they deleted it. I want to get you guys' take before I get into my bag of the whole energy around all of that, because all of this is business.
Now with me, I think the kids should have a moment. That shouldn't be. I don't think that should be broken by anybody prior to them, the family making whatever decision official, and then you put whatever information you want to put out after that. So yeah, anything prior to the film, just like a commitment. You're not going to say, Charles Lester committed, say FSU or whatever, and he hasn't put out a tweet or did anything in regards to committing to FSU or any school of that nature, right?
Right.
So I feel like that should be treated the same way. Whenever the family makes that information public, whether they report it to the news, tweet, whatever it may be, speaking to a report it themselves, then you follow suit and put your information out. It's okay to have I do think it's okay to have stuff already locked and loaded in regards to news that you feel like is going to happen, but don't let the people have their moment in regards to that. Then go about whatever in regards to your content after that.
Yeah, I know that's like that situation so strange because I know you had mentioned for like you said a while back that this would be a possibility. So I don't how anybody decides to be like the one to go. That's how do you, I don't know how do you make that call? Like who knows when to go?
When the kid makes the decision. That's how
So,
it's always been. I've never seen somebody break a reclassification. Here's my thing. Even in the content I put out, I broke a reclassification in that video. Mm-hmm. And I got word from that camp that I could release that information. I'm the one that broke down. I told you guys that before that the Harlan kid from Pahokee, the receiver Gilmore, was reclassifying the 24 class. Mm-hmm. I DM'd his peoples to make sure it was okay to say something on that, and they said yeah. And that's how this works. You can't just release. My bad. I don't want to take over your take. Go ahead.
No, good. I just want to, because I really was like, why would you make that move if you didn't get the okay? Like that's weird to me to just be like and
trolling.
Just...
Now let's call it what it is, bro. He trolling. That's what it is. People playing games around these kids' decisions. This is not the first time he's done this. He got a little weird with Rashada the same way. Breaking news early, doing the same stuff. See, your character gonna show when you're not moving pure. You just let that shit play out. But this was trolling, and they've been trolling around these kids' decision in their lives for a minute. I'm gonna troll after the kid commit. We whiff, whatever happened, we gonna troll. We'll troll beforehand, but we're not gonna spoil no decisions.
Right. You think it's a Florida thing?
I think it's whoever did that thing. It could be he may have a axe to ground with Florida. He maybe some fandom may be getting into his professionalism. That's the thing. But I'm not with the conspiracy. I just call like a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying? Now it's a deleted tweet around this kid's decision. It's more that's a deep decision. This is just not I'm going to college decision. There's millions of dollars behind this.
Right.
People's careers, their jobs, right now is behind these decisions. So you're not playing with just a kid picking up a hat. These are different type of decisions. But the tweet has been deleted. The video has been deleted. No explanation.
Right. Has Simmons come out yet and said anything?
No. I mean, his dad has came out and said nothing is for certain. Gotcha. He hasn't officially reclassified. So that's what his dad came out and told the Palm Beach Post. He said that they're not saying it's not going to happen, but it just hasn't happened. Yeah. Correct.
See, I don't see what you get from that. Like, and I know you've been said that, like, we, just as a platform, we didn't want to be the breaking news platform. I agree, because news changes from one moment to the second, right? Something changes, especially with these young people.
This ain't what you want to chase, bro. We make fire content. We ain't got to chase that. We control,
right? Because
we control and move in a dope demographic on Twitter. We ain't got to break news. Let them nerds break news.
Yeah, it's a fleeting moment. It's not gonna last that long. It's like, oh, I said it first. Okay, cool. Like I remember seeing. It's like back in the day when you used to go to the chat boards and shit, and people be like first. I'm like, okay, and what do you get for that? Like, what is the reward in being first? Yeah, I mean, just sloppy movement, I guess. I just wouldn't want to ever be the one to step on somebody's moment like that. It just doesn't make any sense. There's just no grand reward in it other than, I guess if you want to be the first one to try to move traffic towards you. But again, that comes at a high risk. Because you could ruin relationships with those people. They don't
care about relationships. We got to care about relationships, because we don't care just about you as a college recruit. We gonna do content with you as a grown ass man. We operate with these guys as pros, as retirees. We're gonna do media day events with you, tailgates with you, more content. So our investment, we gotta care more. We can't move all maliciously around these kids, because we still want to work with them. They gonna do this high school recruiting stuff after the kids decide they move on. So they just move any type of way, but they don't move this way around baseball.
I don't know how
They're
baseball go.
a little bit more respectful around baseball and those kids' decisions. It's just a reoccurring thing. All these shenanigans only happen around our game. I'm not saying nothing about no racism, nothing like that. You need to have respect when you're moving around our youth. I checked the Florida fan on last week's show about calling my man Chauncey Bowens less than a man for decommitting and flipping.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You can't move like that around this, man. When you come around our culture, you got to be respectful, like these kids' lives at stake. You're not going to do that for no baseball recruit. Don't call nobody less than man. And also, you don't break kids' decisions.
Right. No, I agree. 1,000%. Let people have their moment in the sun. It's not yours. You don't get, I don't know what gold star you're going to really achieve at the end of the day from just moving sloppy like that. And if it is an attempt to troll, it's man, you can't troll at any cost. That's one thing. Like, you gotta be careful about how you want to move around in that arena. That's what you want to do. Tread lightly. You better know what you're doing. I wouldn't. They may not care about relationships now. Could be important somewhere down the road. You don't know who you're gonna meet, and you don't know how these situations are gonna go. On3 new for one. That's a newer platform. Number one. So.
I don't want to shit on On3. You know, some people I got relationships over there. I'm just keeping the beam.
No,
right?
not shit. No. I'm not shitting on them either. You may step on your own feet. You know what I'm saying?
I want to hold him accountable because he worked for them. But I'm not going to shit on him. But I do want to hold everybody involved accountable for how they're moving.
Absolutely. And what I'm saying is, you don't know how you could do something that affects your own shit at your own place. You don't. When I'm saying new, I'm saying you don't have those relationships that may not be there, that are long standing, that is going to hold you up later on. Sometimes you get some grace with people that you know and you've been working with, and so it's to me everything's always going to kind of be about relationships in some way, shape, or form. But poor move, especially since ain't nothing still dropped yet. I hate to see that, and. I'm assuming it's still happening.
Yeah, I expect them to still reclassify.
Right.
It's just like I said, it's just nasty work, bruh. And there's no integrity with moving around these young black boys and making decisions, man. And I just want everybody to move. I'm gonna move respectfully. I'm not gonna ruin nobody's commitment. I'm not gonna do no shit like that because it ain't about me personally. And also, like with On3, I'm not gonna go at them in no negative way because, like I said, Nick Delatorre is on Stadium Miguel with me. He works over there. I got a relationship with all those Gator guys. But if you got On3 and you got all those Gator guys, why are you saying Keith Niebuhr gave me this information to drop? Why isn't the Gator platform dropping that information?
Right.
Corey Bender, all those guys over there that's working, Zach Alberverde, them all my dudes. Why aren't they dropping this information? And then why they got to go on their Gator board to explain why he's moving a certain way? It was all to sabotage. And that's just what it was. And that's nasty work to be playing sabotagery games around your fandom with these kids' decisions and their families' decisions.
Right.
Because some of these children are really feeding the fan.
Yeah, that's sloppy work, bad business. Let
Tighten up.
Yeah, do better.
Tighten up. Let's get into reset it. CJ, where you at with it? Let's get into,
I'll jump it off. That's cool. Yeah. So let's talk about some midweek visits. This past week, FSU hosted a couple cornerbacks. Jameer Gramsley, 6'3", a big 4-star corner, was on campus. Said it was a great experience. The strength and conditioning presentation caught his eye, along with the photo shoot. I don't really jump into this as far as the uniform conspiracies or whatever, but he was in all white or whatnot, and. Once people start talking about all white uniforms, it's all the percentages.
I said it's all white with Jakeem.
Yeah, well,
Jakeem Jackson.
He got all white. He visited FSU.
Yeah, at the end.
Yeah.
He had all white on and all. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. He visited y'all down the stretch.
Okay, cool. I must have missed that one, but it's a pretty. So the all white is like farm, and the percentage is pretty damn high. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like Keon Coleman wore all white. He ended up coming to FSU. The safety from UAB, I forgot his name. That damn quick from Tallahassee. Well, he wore all black. Going to Bama. But I wanted to jump to the percentages, but he ended up with not the percentages, but the conspiracy.
I think the conspiracy on Gator side that I'm gonna bring up as well, bro. I don't believe in none of that.
I all white too at one point in time with you guys, right?
Oh no, that was just some Dan Mullen bullshit, man.
That's
Shit
right.
ain't work out really for us at all.
All white Wills.
Yeah, that shit turned into a troll.
Yeah, but yeah. So he said what really stood out though the most is the time he spent with Mike. He said he spent the same amount of time with Mike as he did with Patrick Surtain, which was kind of eye opening to me. He said that was unique to him, and one of the reasons he likes FSU because he's so hands on. No other head coaches really liked on his official visit in regards to spending that much time with him. So he wants to. We want him to use. Well, speaking of Coach Alan Fuller, we want him to use as a pure man-to-man corner, long, rangy guy. And he prefers that. He doesn't, like the notion of the play safety and things like that. He prefers corner. So said he could tell that. My apologies. Something's popped on my dang phone. But no, he said that it really wants. He could tell that we really wants him to be a part of this class. Excuse me. He visited Penn State and USC so far, with Bama and Michigan on deck. In my opinion, I think Penn State has the lead. Don't give a shout to Manny and them boys. They're doing a hell of a job. Manny and Coach Sider, they're doing a hell of a job in Florida, man. Man,
they got a young coach over there on that defensive line. I gotta get his name, but it's a defensive line.
Florida too.
He's 30 years old. He's gonna be a star in recruit. I keep hearing his name pop up in a lot of conversations, but
yeah.
Penn State got a 30-year-old defensive line coach, a brother. He cooking. I got his name somewhere in my notes.
Boy, doing this thing, he can relate, man. 30 years old.
And him, Franklin Sider. I'm like, man, I don't know. They might got a little stick over there. Penn State keep coming up in my recruiting too, bro.
Nah, yeah, seriously. They've been dipping in Florida pretty heavy, man. They're doing a good job, a really good job. So we'll see how it plays out. But as of now, prior to his visit, I think at that point in time, I thought Penn State was in the lead. So we'll see how it plays out. In this visit, he was a surprise to me. I didn't even think FSU was really in it with this kid's recruitment like that. But Kai Bates, 4-star cornerback out of Orlando, Edgewater, 6'1.5", 180 pounds. It's like a trend, really, when I'm seeing these cornerbacks. So you got Grimsley 6'3", Kai's over 6'1". You got
like how tall DB's getting, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's really crazy.
6'6" in a minute, man.
But it's like the average though. Like across the board, there's a lot of big guys nowadays.
Turning into shooting guards, bro.
Some in the water, bro. It's really some in the water. But they're definitely targeting bigger cornerbacks. As Charles Lester, he's around 6'1". Zay Mincy, who's on an official visit as well this weekend, he's 6'2", big corner. So you see a trend with these bigger corners with Patrick Surtain being on deck. But yeah, going into Kai Bates' visit, he was blown out of the water, man. It really shocked him a lot. Pulling up the exact quote right here. Give me 1 second. Yeah, he said it was exciting. It opened my eyes a lot. Really got more than I expected just coming here. Definitely all the opportunities, all of the coaches, people around me, great people. They look out for you as a person more than a football player, so that's big to me. And this was the last little quote that kind of caught my attention with him. So he's been here plenty of times. So coming here on my official, he's been to the official at Alabama, which was his first one, but really coming here just blew it out of the water to me. All the connections. I'm a big people's person. And all of the connections, just seeing everybody, how they interacted with each other, that was big for me. So he already officially visited Alabama. He has a couple more on deck as far as official visits. So yeah, I like Kyle a lot, man. We'll see how it plays out. But he has Bama, Tennessee. Oh, sorry, he already visited Bama. He has Tennessee and LSU left as far as his official visits. So it was interesting. The kids from Florida, from Orlando, Edgewater, I didn't really think they was really in a player for this guy, but I like him a lot. So it's interesting to see that. I will say they're casting a wide net at cornerback, a real
yeah,
wide
everybody
net.
is.
Yeah, you got to. Casting a real wide net at cornerback. So those are some of the midweek official visits we had. So we got some upcoming official visits. And speaking of cornerbacks, the headliner for this weekend is Charles Lester, 5-star cornerback out of the Sarasota, Bradenton area. Long-time FSU target, he is the number one defensive player on their board and one of the top overall prospects on their board. So he's back on campus for an official visit. He already officially visited Alabama and Colorado. And he has Georgia next week. So Charles Lester's on campus for this weekend, man. I can't emphasize enough how big of a weekend this is for FSU trying to close his deal. They've been chipping away at his recruitment. I know he was on campus last time in April, if I'm not mistaken, to say he was really close to committing publicly. So again, it's closing time, so you got to do your thing in regards to closing. I do think the visit will go pretty well with Charles Lester. We'll see how it plays out at the close of his visit. But yeah, I think FSU is in a real good spot for Charles Lester. It's a very important weekend Like I said, he's the #1 defensive player on their board and one of the top overall players on their board. Another cornerback, Ricky Knight, 4-star downer from Palm Beach, Benjamin Buttons. He's on campus for his
Benjamin Buttons.
Right, Benjamin Buttons. It's Benjamin School, right?
I damn sure don't think it's Benjamin Buttons.
No, man, no Benjamin Buttons High School in Palm Beach, man. Watch out. It's Benjamin High School, man.
Benjamin Buttons.
Benjamin got another DB that just popped up out of the blue. That's that
24.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah,
they've been producing some guys, man. So like I said, Michael Mays, the receiver from last year. You got Ricky. They've been Travis Rudolph. They've been producing some players out of that school, man. Be a smaller school. Is it a private school? Go ahead.
Yeah, it's definitely it's a private school.
You said what?
I thought you said we could have Ricky.
Y'all can. You see these corners on his name? I've been naming some guys, right? Y'all definitely can.
Okay,
we just down the I's across the T's just in case we get a little low.
Matthew McKenzie.
Somebody another send that.
Seriously, it's gonna get a little low, man. I really think in my honest opinion, if he tried to come in now, they probably wouldn't take it. Just my honest opinion. That's no inside information or thing like that. Just from the outside looking in on the guys that they're after at the cornerback position.
Smelling yourself a little bit.
Nah, maybe it's after some guys. I think Jamari Howard is higher on our board. I think Grimsley is higher. Of course, Charles Lester is higher. I think they like Zay Mincy a lot too. And Kai Bates. I think those 5, and also the cornerback. Forgot his name. Just talked on last week. I think he's gonna be an LSU lean, but from Louisiana.
Wardell.
Yeah, Wardell Mack. They're high on him as well. So, like I said, they're casting a wide net of cornerbacks. I know what I'm saying. I like Ricky. Now I told you guys I like him personally.
Yeah, I like Ricky.
Yeah, he's a player, but I think FSU is just after some guys at cornerback. And
Ricky gonna be one of them guys. If he get out of the Big 3, gonna be like Larion be saying, like how we let him out of the Big 3. I think he's gonna hoop as a nickel for somebody. We'll see how it all plays out though.
Yeah,
the DB I was talking about out of Palm Beach that somebody put me on is Matthew McKenzie.
Yeah.
Another 6'2", 6'3" corner. I haven't been playing football that long, but track guy got some athleticism, man. At Benjamin, they got to stick over there a little bit.
Let's get some players, man. Speaking of DB again, Zay Mincy, 6'2", 4-star cornerback out of Daytona Beach, mainland. He's on campus for his official visit this weekend as well. We'll see how that visit goes. Actually ran into him a couple weeks ago when I was in Daytona. Real big kid. I mean, as far as size, man, he's every bit of 6'2".
You keep running into kids in Daytona, man.
Hey, man.
It's a setup,
grounds, baby.
Yeah, ran into
tampering.
Yeah, motherfucker. And I'm finna tell.
Hey, nah, man. This crazy coincidence, though, man. How that happened. But no, seriously, though, man. Kid's a player, though, man. I like him a lot. A real physical guy. And he's listed as a safety on these recruiting services, but he's been recruited by a cornerback from FSU, and I think a lot of other schools as well. So yeah, Zay Mincy, he's going to be on campus this upcoming weekend. Well, he is on campus, rather, excuse me. 3-star receiver from the Palm Beach area, Kevin Levy. He's on campus for his official visit as well.
It's my guy, man.
Yeah, I like his film a lot. Yeah,
he football. Y'all like him at receiver or DB?
Receiver, I think. Receiver. I believe.
I think we like him at DB.
Yeah. He's athlete. I've seen his film. He plays both pretty well.
Man, he's gonna be. I'm telling you, that's gonna be a dog. I don't care about no star rating or where they got him, man. When he get on somebody's campus, man, they got him and Josh Philistine at Newman.
Guys.
Yeah, them boys are gonna be studs, man. That's facts.
No, I definitely like his film, and it's not 3-star film if that makes sense. Alex January, 3-star defensive tackle out of Texas, 6'4", big guy, 325 pounds. He's on campus for an official visit. Excuse me, took Texas Tech, Texas, and LSU as the schools he's officially visiting. I don't know, man. I think this is probably a layup for Texas because his dad is a Texas legacy. Played linebacker for the Longhorns in the 80s. So you never know when you get these kids from on campus. But again, you see a Texas kid, if Texas really wants you, especially you got a legacy at that.
He was a kid, that he was on our first weekend list, but then
didn't show up.
Yeah, something happened with it. I don't know. Matter of fact, I didn't even announce him on the show because I never got confirmation.
A lot of weird shit been happening with y'all visits.
Well, I don't know. I never
like
got
cancellation
full confirmation.
wise. Like
Yeah.
cancellation-wise,
No,
like-
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember seeing it on the list, but I didn't say it on the show because I was like, I never could find, hey, this kid gonna be here this weekend. But the original list I got, he was on it. So it's funny you brought that name up because I forgot all about him until you just said that. So yeah, they may have just been like, man, he not leaving Texas.
Yeah, I don't think so. It probably so they maybe came to their senses a little bit, but yeah, like I say, it's Texas legacy. In my opinion, that's just the layup for Texas. But we'll see how it goes.
Somebody in the comments said McCoy's gonna flip to UCF.
McCoy. What McCoy?
And that's Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
Oh, Lil Wayne. Oh,
we must be leaving the tooth fairy too.
All I said is not gonna stick. Where he goes.
We've been dealing with a lot of UCF stuff lately, so this might be one of our UCF people, man, that trying to enter the big
Come
three.
to hang out. That's cool,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
No, I don't think
All
so.
the welcome.
Long Big Dog Dugas want him, man. I think we're in good hands with that one.
Big dog.
Big Dog Dugas, man. We ain't twerking the videos and stuff around here, man. So he should be okay.
Man.
Y'all boys was turking in the video.
Big twerking, man. But yeah, so that's for the weekend official visits. Now we got some
NCAA violation, I'm sure, bro.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Ain't y'all got the ballerina committed?
Who?
Florida.
Oh, the dancing bear.
The German lineman or something?
He said his mama a dancer. Y'all thought he could twerk.
His mama
That's
twerking?
crazy.
Oh, shit.
No, his mama's a dancer.
That's crazy.
I know dancing in our culture usually. Dancing in our culture means she getting naked.
His mama at the shake joint. Okay. What she work at?
I seen someone in the comments say, "What do you mean by that? His mom's a dancer."
In our culture, that means she had the local landing strip get you know what I'm saying?
Now, what shift she working? That's what
I'm finna go see her.
Yeah. What shift she working?
I'm saying, okay, he come from an athletic background.
I mean, he was laying on his back and he jumped up on his feet. A nice little breakdancing move, man.
Oh, that was cuz? I know you talking about.
Yeah. Shout out to my big lineman, man, from overseas.
Yeah, but that's hilarious. But no, starting Monday, we got some big official events. Starting Tuesday, June the 20th. This is a 3-star Michael Bowanowski. I did a good job with that one, man. 3-star hybrid linebacker.
Sound like you landed that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie.
Sound just like it, right?
Yeah, it worked for me.
Yeah. So 3-star hybrid safety / linebacker, 6'2", 200 pounds, out of the Oklahoma area, if I'm not mistaken. Is it Oklahoma? I don't know a lot. No, Kansas. Excuse me, from Kansas.
Samesies.
Yeah, pretty much same damn thing. Violent kid, man. Real violent. I mean, just
Oklahoma and Kansas are very close.
Yeah.
In proximity or whatever, right? But not in actual like players. I've never. Kansas is a different place to be getting high school football players from.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
everybody got to have one though.
Nah, because I agree, man. If the film match, because you remember Isaiah Simmons, the kid from Clemson.
Yeah.
3-star jump out. No, he was little, and now I don't think he's Isaiah Simmons at all, because I think he was like a premium athlete, like running that type of other, but similar build, like 6'2", 200 pounds, from Kansas as well, and he was like a hybrid type of player. I don't think he's as versatile and as athletic as Isaiah. But no,
was Isaiah from Kansas?
He's from Kansas, yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, this film really stuck out though. He's a physical player, real violent. He comes with bad intentions. Real violent. I don't think he leaves Kansas. He'll probably be a Kansas State type of guy. But I just looked at his film just because, it's a weird, Kansas. Let me check out his film to see, what's with it or not. And a real violent kid, real violent. Versatile, had like 226 tackles, 4 picks.
You saying that like he stabbed somebody or something?
Nah, shit, the real violent. Like he was stabbing like he was really coming in and coming with bad intentions, bro. Like you really just tell with certain kids, right?
Yeah.
You just tell with certain kids, like, this motherfucker here, man, like football is a damn outlet.
So
yeah. He got a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, he got a lot of shit going on in the house, man. So bro coming in, man, all that shit on the practice field in the on Fridays.
I know kids like that, boy.
Right.
That's crazy.
All that aggression. And the coaches, they definitely go preach that, man. Let all that shit out right here.
Yeah.
Let it out.
I hate you, daddy. What?
Your 5-star receiver Jeremiah Smith. Everybody knows this guy. He'll be on campus.
Oh, that's an FSU fan.
FSU fan. Got some insider stuff on the Wayne. We need to talk, man. Chop it up in the DMs.
What's up with Calvin Fox too? I gotta ask y'all about Calvin Fox. Y'all good with Calvin Fox?
Oh yeah, we're good with that one.
Okay.
Yeah, we
I
did. I
think
know.
somebody else had canceled it. UCF did, didn't it?
Nah, he took it. I think he took UCF.
He went to UCF for sure.
It was something else came up with
UCF
him
feel pretty
recently.
good, though. I think UCF feel pretty
Yeah,
good.
they feel good in his recruiting.
Okay, I can see
Nah,
that.
he's real tight with Landon Thomas. I think he'll be a no. He official visits not the last weekend, the big official visit weekend for the 23rd. Along with Landon Thomas, I think that's going to be the player his recruitment, just that friendship that they have. So I like what FSU stand on him currently. But again, we'll see when that official visit weekend comes out. But yeah, Jeremiah Smith, he'll be on campus June the 20th for his official visit. We'll see how that plays out. Big time receiver.
Then he come to us like the next day, and then he goes somewhere else like the next
bro,
day.
now, I was talking to Kwame or something offline. Like, bro, he's going through the gauntlet. I mean, he like 6 official visits within a damn month.
Hey man, you
Man,
vibe.
this man gonna have 14 officials, man. I love it, man.
Yeah, he's
I
definitely.
don't think he's gonna stick, bro. Like everybody,
No, I
know
don't think
everybody.
so.
I'm a hardline guy. I know I'm a big fan of the dude. I think he's doing a brilliant job with recruiting receivers out of Ohio State. But that kid is, to me, Paul's wide open.
Yeah, he enjoying the moment, I guess. Man. I never understood the commitment
And he
because
like
it was
that
so
little
early.
attitude.
It's like,
And
bro,
again, that's
you
what-
ain't got the pick, right?
That's what someone I was talking to someone that's kind of connected in know the situation. Like I was like, well, damn, we was doing a lot of visiting this, that, another. Fuck, he committed too early. He committed too early. He just said he committed too early. So we'll see how that plays out. He was out, like I said, he's moving around a lot, right? He was out in California at the Elite 11, had some impressive plays there. So Jeremiah's been on the move, to say the least. He did have this quote out there, an interview with Steve Woodfarm, pretty much broke down the schools he's visiting and things like that. He had a quote about Norvell. How do you not want to play for a guy like Mike Norvell, just in regards to his energy. So we'll see how the visit goes with Jeremiah Smith, and that's all I got for the official visit weekends for this upcoming weekend, and stretching into next week. And this is the last little piece I got. Elite 11, big dog Luke, man. Big Luke Cromahall did his thing at Elite 11. The first day, he turned a lot of heads. Steve Wentfall, Andrew Ivins, pretty much raved about his arm, the zip, and just the frame. He has a really high ceiling as anyone. On day 2, he struggled a little bit in the combine dribbling for 13 for 20. A couple balls that got away from him on the second day. But the last day, day 3, responded very well. In the 7-on-7, going 13 for 17 with 3 TDs. I think just to wrap it up in regards to his his Elite 11 overall, I think he did what he needed to be done in regards to just putting people on notice and a lot of people seeing him actually firsthand in person. I think he did a good job in regards to letting them know where he's standing. Luke last year was his first year starting, and he had an amazing year. Led his team to the state championship, real lively arm. But a lot of people still had questions just from that first year starting and, him backing up. And it's crazy because you don't really see this too often nowadays. The only reason he didn't start, coming up because the guy in front of him last year was a blue chip quarterback. They ended up signing with Auburn. So first year starting, but yeah, I think he did a good job. I think at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, I think he's going to have another big season. And just speaking of how we had that conversation with Denny Thompson way back then, prior to him even taking a snap and just how much he believed in him, I think Luke could be on the cusp of a 5-star, maybe even a 5-star. He'd be a real high 4-star once the rankings are all said and done. I really like Luke Cromahawk, and it's not just from this Elite 11. I've been loving Luke, man. You guys have, yeah, you're right. My apologies. I've been a fan of Luke in regards to, what he could do as a quarterback. So I like Luke a lot. And Bud Elliott, he made this comment. It made me think, and I think he's probably right too. At the end of the day, he's probably has the most upside as far as a quarterback, since we haven't had a quarterback like that since Jameis Winston, as far as having that much upside. And I think just looking back at the quarterbacks we've had since then, I think he's probably right. So I like Luke a lot, man. I think he was a real good get by Mike Norvell, offered him his freshman year. Kid didn't play a down in high school football, but he had a really good camp and offered him right then and there his first offer. So I like Luke a lot, man. That's my guy. That's all I got, fellas.
All right, I could go next.
Damn. William McMillan. Oh, yeah. Let's talk about that. William McMillan said, Norvell, please fire John Petuis. I do want to talk about that. We did from Dylan Stevenson, the 4-star defensive end from Columbus, Miami. You guys, I've been talking pretty greasy about him thinking, he was like a lead within this class. Then he took official visit to Stanford, and that was a wrap. Committed to those guys, and he was supposed to take an official visit to FSU the weekend on 23rd. That weekend got pushed back. He said it's going to be into the fall. We will see how that plays out. I'm not even too confident that visit happen. We'll see if it does, but at this point in time, it's definitely a big time win for FSU because they were all in for Dylan for sure.
Y'all struggling D-line recruiting, ain't it? You got to run down on y'all ass too.
For who?
For a defensive tackle.
That should be so. You somebody kid from
No, I think you got an official visit. Y'all got him on official visit next week.
You talking the kid from Orlando?
I am talking. Sorry,
his name from
Nazir Johnson.
Nazir.
Not DeAndre. You talking about DeAndre? I'm not talking about DeAndre out of.
Well, if it's a defensive tackle, man, I wouldn't put it past. To be honest with you, man, like be 100% honest with you. Just be real with you. The defensive tackle
is losing his luster.
I mean, this is something they've been complaining about for a minute.
Yeah.
Y'all do this to Odell every other year.
Get him out of here, nowhere, man. He can't.
We can't get rid of him. Can't get rid of Coach.
Nah, he ain't gonna be on that regard yet. We ain't get rid of him at all. But yeah, man, defense tackle, defense end recruiting, high school recruiting, it's been the question. Now, Porter recruiting, they've been doing a hell of a job, especially John Pachuas and even JUCO. We got the number one defense end out of JUCO ranks last year, but you gotta. It's been some Wilson on the defense.
I don't think he can relate, bro. I think he gotta get younger. It's a 30-year-old defensive line coach at Penn State who I say is a rock star. You gotta get younger, bro. Like Odell ain't listening to no little baby.
No. Odell want to talk about fishing and doing that type of deal.
Just want to hear about no damn bass.
Right.
Want to hear about ass. They're talking about the fishing creek, man. That boy trying to get the moon, man.
Right.
They want to see the fishing hole. That ain't the hole I'm trying to dip my pole in, Jack. Don't take me around there, baby. I got some other place I'm trying to fish.
Got me spitting my damn water with the damn self. But no, that's crazy. Man. But no, I think as far as just the time frame for that, I don't know. I think it'd be within the next year or so. It could be at the end of this season, to be honest with you. It could be something along those lines.
You gotta at least get that brother. I think he ended up being like an administrative role or something like that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think he'll kill in that position.
Man, Odell can't type, man. Administrative role. The hell.
You get an intern that can type though, brother. Larion.
Odell,
you chicken plucking?
Poking one at a time. How you spell that? Nah, just some bullshit.
Nigga, that boy talk to speak.
Go ahead, dog.
All right. What I got here? Let me start with my whiffs, man. We whiffed on a tight end. My man Walter Matthews. He left our visit last week. I told y'all it was down to us in USC. He was torn. He chose USC. Tight end is definitely a room that I'm watching. I'll get into some more tight end recruiting in the second here on what we got going on this weekend and in the future, but that's definitely a whiff. I like Walter Matthews a lot. A good spot for him out there at USC. We'll see how it all plans out, but I still like my tight end board. We still finna make some shit happen at tight end, but definitely a guy I want. I don't know if we take two now. Definitely got some other guys. Most of the guys I like, but I don't know if we take two because I don't know if we landing all the guys we want. Not out of like because we just flexing like that. We just saying nah, we don't want two. We just may only take one. We'll see how it all plays out. We got to commit offensive lineman from Baltimore, Maryland. Mike Williams. He played at Charles Herbert Flowers. 6'5", 310 offensive tackle is where he projects. Formerly committed to South Carolina. We shot him an offer. He decommitted that like following week instead of official visit. His parents live in Orlando actually. So makes a lot of sense. He decommitted, came down last weekend, enjoyed the visit, pop. Number 110 ranked offensive tackle in the 2024 class. Like I said, loaded with long potential, size, length. I think he's a developmental guy. We'll see how it all plays out. I think he got all the traits and the size that you want at offensive tackle. Could slide inside. Also, got some mauling film in his family on his huddle. Offensive tackle, I think you talked about Bud Elliott earlier. I think Bud Elliott had a good take about offensive line in this class, especially when it pertains to offensive tackle. It's going to be difficult. Most of the guys that you're going to see our programs out there, we about to get into a real knuckle fight over Ty Hilton, who's another 3-star offensive tackle. But offensive tackle is a developmental spot, so don't get caught up in the stars. You want to look at some athleticism and some size, because this is a cycle where, like Bud Elliott said in a tweet, you just want to find you a guy that could be, you can mold into an offensive tackle this class because it's very thin. So, not mad at the take. I actually like that take. I do want to see us, and I don't think we're going to land West Paul, but West Paul is a kid that I would like to see us land, just compete with some big dogs. But right now, I think Georgia wants him a lot, and I'm not living in la-la land. Georgia kind of getting what they want right now. But Ethan Callaway is another offensive tackle that decides June 30th. His board for himself personally is Florida, Georgia, LSU, and Penn State. So we'll see. We got his official visit in a couple weeks as well. So offensive tackle, got 2 offensive line coaches watching that room big time. We'll see if we can get some stars. We got some good developmental guys. We actually got 2 offensive linemen. We went across the pond a little bit and got an offensive tackle. His mom dances. Not at Strokers, not at Blue Flame, but she's a dancer. Steve Wilfone put out a tweet that said that his mom is a dancer, so he got nice feet as well. And our demographic thought that he was shaking his ass, bro. It's crazy. His mom's like a ballroom dancer, and these boys thinking his mom on the pole getting busy. If
she might moonlight for all we know.
So what do you mean by dancer?
Shot it. He is the number 1 offensive tackle though in Germany.
Yeah.
Hey, Club, tweet that shit. What the boys for those offensive tackle in Germany
already?
That was at least spin, but that shit was nice. Well, I love that. That was a good ass tweet.
He's a super. I personally think he's a super athletic kid. If you cut the film on, he received offers from every SEC school he visited on this trail. South Carolina, Auburn, and I think Tennessee is the 3 programs that he visited. Got offers from those 3. No, I'm sorry, South Carolina, Auburn, and Liberty are his other Power 5 offers. Not 3, at 2 SEC programs. So he got a couple offers. And you check him out. He's playing overseas, so I don't think the quality of competition is the same in the States. Just keep it a bean. But as far as size, athleticism, 6'5", 350, could lay on his back and then jump on his feet. I can't do that at 150. So super athletic. We'll see how it all plays out. But I'm not mad at the take at offensive tackle. I do want to see us get a big dog. I'm gonna still hold my offensive line coaches accountable for being able to get a big fish at some point in time, whether it's I know we've been doing okay in the portal with grabbing some guys to come in and plug some shit in, but it's all like the guy we got, the big dog Mazuka, he's only going to be here 1 year, so it's like a plug-in. I still believe that you got to recruit from the high school ranks and, see the table. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of vibe. You got to grow your own. That's how I think you win championships, so I'm going to hold my staff accountable with trying to get guys in here through the high school rank, high rated guys. That's all I got for commitment. So we landed 2. I got a long visitor list this weekend. A couple guys on commit watch. We'll see how it all plays out for me. But right now, 4-star Jamonte Waller is on campus. I don't expect him to pop this weekend. He's an edge. We're recruiting him as an edge jack, high 4-star guy. He's right now. His plan is to commit on his birthday, which is August 26th. 4-star Wardrell Mack, who was at Florida State a little while ago, is on campus as well. LSU is a big player in his recruiting. On Wardell, just keep it a bean. I'm hearing just talking to some people close to the staff that Corey Raymond don't have him high as some of these other guys that are ranked lower than him. So I wouldn't get caught up into the ranking there. He's 6 foot 175. While 6 foot ain't bad, it's obvious that some of our coaches want longer defensive backs, and he's on the shorter end. And he's also a guy that want to play outside. You can't just lie to kids no more about where I'm going to put you at because the porter's right there. You can't just be, I'm going to play you outside and then throw him at nickel. Them days are gone. But he's on campus. We'll see how it all plays out. But regardless of ranking, he's not a guy that we have on the top tier of our defensive backboard. He also visits Texas June 23rd to the 25th. I think Texas, because LSU taking a boatload of defensive backs, so Texas may be, I think, second in that running. Aaron Childs, who I didn't have as a possibility, just thinking Michigan would probably land him. I think we're trending for him heavily. We'll see how it all plays out. We have some very good linebackers already committed. I know we still want Chris Jones, who's visiting UGA this weekend. But right now, I'm hearing that we are a player in his recruiting. Michigan got 4 linebackers already committed. Maryland, the hometown team, is also going to be a player in this. I'm not gonna count them boys out. You know, they got my man Loxley over there, and Loxley can do his thing when it pertains to recruiting, man. So Aaron Childs is on campus right now. Hopefully, we could make something happen, and he could pop this weekend. Not expecting that, but we are a player in his recruiting, and it is trending more than I thought it would be. Amir Jackson, that's the tight end we got on campus this weekend. Previously, a Georgia-Florida battle. Georgia got their 2 tight ends. Kid can fly. He's an athlete. I think he can play on the defensive side of the ball as well. But everybody's recruiting him at tight end. I think it's down to us, Miami, and Auburn. He's saying all the right things. I think Russ Callaway just got to close at the position. Miami got a tight end this weekend, but I know they're still out the 2 and they're still recruiting him. We'll see how it all plays out, but I like Amir Jackson, former All-State basketball player as well. Gets busy on the court, similar to Livingston, who's on campus for us right now. I love former basketball players that play tight end that can get busy, man. You know, they know how to locate the ball, position themselves, body up defenders, all that type of stuff. So Amir Jackson's one to watch out for this weekend. Put that boy tweets on notification. We'll see what happens. 4-star defensive lineman Amarius Williams, a North Carolina native, just visited Penn State. I've been following this kid's recruitment pretty heavily. He's been going up he's been trending pretty high for just going up the rankings. Tennessee he has next. I think he visited North Carolina State, Tennessee, Penn State, and Georgia is a potential one in his recruiting as well. Deion Barnes is the defensive line coach at Penn State. 30 years old. Keep hearing his name come up in a lot of defensive linemen recruiting around the country. Dude's gonna be a superstar when it pertains to coaching. Just keep an ear out for him in the future. Deion Barnes. 4-star defensive lineman Nazir Johnson, who I told TJ we're gonna run down on. Miami recruiting him as well. He's on campus this weekend. TJ Searcy, another Georgia native, is recruiting him. Is hosting him this weekend. I got him on commit watch. We'll see how it all plays out. The defensive tackle board is kind of playing this stuff out. There's a lot of dominoes in play. Georgia has a couple of our guys on campus this weekend that we're out there in the defensive. I actually need to pull those notes up. Georgia has a couple of guys in the defensive tackle room that we're after that may decide. We'll see how all that plays out. But Deontay Robinson is in the defensive tackle room. He's out at Texas this weekend. I think he's going to decide soon. Who was I talking about? Who's there this weekend? Got lost in my notes. All right, I ain't finna go too far on that defensive tackle tangent. But Nande Agboka is also another defensive tackle that we're after. His brother is a 2026 commit, going to be a big-time player as well. Just saying, it's a lot of SEC, Georgia, Auburn, South Carolina, all the same programs after these. Here we go. I got it right here. I apologize. 3-star Nnamdi Agboko. He visiting us this weekend. He's actually on campus. His brother's in tow. Chris McClellan is his host, but we'll take either one of these guys. I don't think there's an either or in this situation. We'll take both of these guys if they pop. But defensive tackle, I expect us to get some commits. All the dominoes to play out between us, Georgia, and a couple other SEC programs. And you can look at these star ratings all you want, but you can see who involved in it. It's us, Georgia, Auburn, Tennessee. It's SEC country. Defensive tackle is also like one of those positions, developmental. A lot of these guys came on the scene a little late, but ballers. All right, Ty Hilton, I already mentioned, Big 3 battle. Penn State included in that battle. I don't know. How you guys feel about Ty Hilton? Out of Oviedo, Florida. Offensive tackle, 3-star.
I think Ty's getting ready to come up on a visit with us. if it isn't this week, I have to check my notes real quick. I think he might be coming on the 23rd weekend. I know they'll be looking to get a couple of tackles. We got another one, kind of in that same breath of him, but I hadn't heard a lot. I think I know more after this visit. I have to check my notes. Either this week or next week, but I know he is still supposed to pull up.
Y'all, I think he got y'all next week for sure.
Y'all in it too? See.
Somewhat. I was looking. Yeah, somewhat. I know they got a couple offensive tackles that they're gonna have on campus. I don't know. I don't know to let it play out a little bit. He could.
Y'all got a deep offensive tackle board in this weird year?
Not necessarily deep. They're not taking that. They don't think they want to take that many. I think that excuse me, Coach Atkins is being pretty selective. They're probably taking like 2 offensive tackles if I'm not mistaken. But I don't. We'll see how it plays. I do think he do like a line of communication has been there. We'll see if we get him up for an official visit. I've been here next weekend as well, possibly. So we'll see.
Got you. 4-star wide receiver, Florida State commit Tawaski Abrams is on campus. I heard also Jimbo in Miami also teams and players that's trying to flip him. But he's on campus. I like Tawaski, bro. I don't know how everybody at Florida State saying, "Oh, y'all can have him." I damn sure
probably
take
say
him.
that because speed wise, he's different. But I think they can probably say that because FSU they got some receivers this class. They got some receivers. But I like Abrams a lot. He's a speedster.
Somebody said Rogue Knowles said Larion lying. That's par for the course, Rogue.
Lying about what?
You ain't saying now, right?
I was about to say. I said I think maybe.
That's
Rogue, no, I know who you are. Shut the hell up.
Well, no, I think that's what FSU fans feel like as far as Abrams, because they got 4 committing. I was saying they got like 3 or 4 more. They're recruiting pretty heavily as well. But Abrams is a speedster, man, blazer.
Yeah, super fast. We'll love him in the slot. I'm not punting him off. I like my receiver board, but it's hard to turn on that type of speed. Kid can fly. 4-star offensive tackle Fletcher Westpaw. Man, like I said previously, would love to have this kid in our offensive line room, but it feels like a Georgia win. 6'8", 295 pounds. Kid's a giant. He's visiting us this weekend. Has a visit with Arkansas next weekend. Arkansas could be a player just because of Pittman out there, and he's an offensive line guru. So they could be a player in his recruitment as well. But I think right now Georgia leads. He just visited Georgia last week. Said it exceeded his expectations, and he learned a lot of new things about Georgia. Sounded super excited. So we'll see how it all plays out. Hopefully we can, close the gap and do something. But he's deciding in July. Kanan Daniels is on campus, Florida commit. Also another commit, Josiah Davis is on campus. A defensive back, Teddy Foster, a guy that visited Miami yesterday. Has a visit with USC scheduled right now for next week. But he's a late riser coming up on the scene. I love him at DB, one of those 6'2", 6'3" guys. His recruitment is starting to blow up a little bit. They expect this guy to make a rise like Jakeem Jackson last year. We'll see how it all plays out. The kid played baseball up until he was a sophomore in high school. Never played football. Jumped on the football scene. Right now, UNC, us, and South Carolina, USC West is what I would say are the leaders. I heard yesterday, that Miami was trying to press him a little bit to pop. A commitment.
Had him at gunpoint a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
No pressure, man.
He's also reported with On3 and Corbin and them guys that Will Muschamp has been in contact from Georgia and trying to get him on campus for a workout. I got him on commit watch for this weekend. We trying to close it out. So I said it's going to be interesting to see how Corey Raymond board works out because he looking at these recruiting services a little differently, and his board's a little different than these rankings. So Teddy Foster's a kid I expect to pop this weekend. We'll see how it all plays out. He said he would pop. If there's an official offer from Florida, it's a committable offer, he said he would pop. We'll see what they do. His sister's also just graduated from the University of Florida this year. So a lot of connections there. On to just running back recruiting. Makai Danzy will take an official visit just to update the people on our running back recruiting. He'll take official visit in the wintertime in December. He's a top 5 type athlete type kid. So he's doing a lot of national stuff when it pertains to track. He's currently at the New Balance Invitational in Philadelphia. So all the summer vacations is pretty much over. Our speedster, like CJ said in the past, scat back, all-purpose back type of athlete, but is a guy that I think we're gonna have a shot at. He's local to Florida State. It's gonna be a battle, but I think we'll have a shot at him in the end. We'll see how it all plays out in December. That's all I got, I think. Jamonte Waller, though, y'all keep an eye on him. I think we could pull out an upset, grab a big dog. That's all I got, man.
Yeah,
One time for the great folks at State Farm, Alan Horne Insurance. Do want to give them some love. Be sure to visit AlanHorneInsurance.com. If you're looking for home, auto, life insurance, anything you may need insured, AlanHorneInsurance.com in the states of Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, and Alabama. Alan is a big 3, from the birth to where he is now. Parents are both Florida State grads, grew up in the Panhandle, right by Tallahassee. For some odd reason, he ended up a Gator pitcher. Also played for the Yankees. He's a family, he's a team. If y'all need insurance, pull up AlanHorneInsurance.com.
State Farm. Something like that.
I don't think that's a jingle, bro. I do not think that's
made it up.
What made it up?
I don't know if they got one no more. I was looking up Ty Hilton. He was in last weekend.
He was there last weekend. Okay.
Yeah, he actually was already. Okay, because I know it was.
Yeah,
I hadn't heard
probably the FSU that's upcoming.
Yeah, now I saying got y'all the weekend after. Yeah, I ain't heard a lot on that one. I know there was some other offensive linemen that they're kind of working their way back in with. Let's see what's going on. I brought up that kid Derek Plaz, and I remember asking CJ, I was like, "You know about him?" I don't know what you're talking about.
Hold on. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut
you
off. Let me wrap up the Elite 11 stuff. I'm not a big. When it first came up on this show, I said I didn't even know that Derek Ladway didn't have an invite. We'll see. The rankings come out tomorrow. The final rankings. I believe the kid from Alabama ended up winning MVP. They dropped that this evening. The final rankings. I don't even think they dropped the final rankings. Last year they dropped it in alphabetical order, but they dropped the Elite 11. They'll drop that tomorrow. From what all reports that I heard, as far as everybody out there, Lagway after the first day, I think he was ranked 7th. Day 2, from people that I heard involved, from the tweets that I seen, he was absolutely the best guy out there when it pertains to some of those drills. People said that he was a rock star in that event. He struggled on the last day, today, which was today. They had the 707 event. Also, people that were out there saying that he was the last one to go. Receivers he was throwing to retire because they all used the same players type stuff, so they were rotating players. And he was the last quarterback to go. So there's a lot of things that go into it, but just for information wise, what goes into the decision making of the Elite 11 is also junior film in this weekend. So you'll get a little. I'm sorry, not this weekend. This week. So you'll get a little bit of both when they drop the Elite 11 tomorrow. I expect DJ Lagway to be in the Elite 11 for sure. Don't know if they're gonna drop a number rank because last year they just dropped them in alphabetical order.
Yeah, that's one of them weird things. I mean, outside of seeing them just do some of the drills, I don't. It's hard to pull a lot because, like you said, using the same receivers. So how much information can you necessarily pull from?
Just keep it a bean. Lagway hasn't been a great camper, bro. And I just don't follow, I've been following Elite 11 for too long to know that, these kids, it don't mean nothing. We look at who's won it. It's not that special. But Lagway struggled in that setting altogether. I don't think camping and, he'll go and have his moments, but he hasn't dominated the camp. And I don't think it's going to affect his ranking for what he put out, the performance he put out this weekend. I expect him to either stay steady or go up, but I don't expect him to drop.
Yeah, I think it's hard to gather a lot because it's not like you worked out. It's not like a pro day, right? Like when all that stuff is scripted and you work on it and all this stuff is, you going out here with guys that you don't have rhythm in and everything with yet. So I don't know how much you can really garner from, some of the 707 stuff. You're not like a team, you know what I mean? Because you're just thrown into this particular situation. But
it's a camp setting. This is
tough for the time for sure.
Yeah,
it's a camp setting.
Yeah. So, anyways, I never really paid it that much attention.
I knew it was easy to rile you up, fans. So that was my whole objective. He was easy killing the route.
Just-
Yeah, but as
just
far as
kick
like,
your
I ain't
ass.
even say it. I'm telling you like how easy Rod Floyd. I never even said DJ Lagway was better. I've never
I
even
think
had
it's
an
easy route
argument.
all three, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean people.
Certain
I'm not.
people
I
can.
want people to get riled up too. Like it's not like oh, you got riled up. Nah, like I know y'all gonna get riled up, but I never even took a stance on Lagway's playing better or Luke's playing better. I just kept saying like, yo, you guys are the opinions that you're reading is not from Elite 11. Like that's all I was saying. Like those people aren't Elite 11. You go get the real substance. These are just writers and the same people that drop this clickbait. They writing their opinions why they're at the Elite 11. Elite 11 got their own rank system, and people were like, "Oh, wait for tomorrow." Like I never said who's gonna be higher or lower. I said you guys are reacting to something that's not actual the Elite 11. I don't think that many people knew that either because it was like different rankings. I woke up, it was like a ranking from 247, a ranking from Rivals, and everybody's like, what the hell going on?
Not different reporters who was
Yeah, just observers, just giving their 2 cents on it. But anyways, yeah, I was kind of segueing into so the offensive lineman I was speaking on a little bit earlier, Derek Plaz. He went on the Penn State visit. It was basically he had a Final Four of Florida State, Miami, Penn State, and North Carolina State. See, he's still looking crazy.
Is that the kid from he from Jacksonville or something?
Let me see. He is from Florida.
Because he was committed to Penn State and decommitted like within
really fast. He
went
went up there, he committed, and then he turned right back around and decommitted.
Down note, like, oh my gosh.
So now he's coming. He is actually on this visit, which he was originally slated for. So he's back visiting Miami. This weekend right now, actually. So his first day of visit was today. So I was like, okay, that's
interesting.
Get
together. Like,
yeah.
You gotta get together. You can't commit and then decommit the next.
I'm tripping.
Yeah,
that's why it's hard.
That's on me. My bad.
Yeah. My bad.
That's outlandish.
Yeah.
You gotta get it together.
Yeah.
I would have told my son, like, bro, we just can't. Flip later, bro.
Yeah. Don't put it put, man. Just
do the visit still.
You know what's happening. You feel
right. Yeah, we ain't gonna do it 2 days after, son.
Nah,
wait a little
bit.
Man,
that's too much.
Yeah.
But did his mama know he was there?
Right, that's a good question.
Yeah.
You know, they got that elite recruiter up there, man. They out there working, man. Y'all quit kidnapping turn. That boy gonna catch a case. But yeah, so he actually is in line now to come on through for that visit. So we'll see how that turns out. I remember, I think this is when we first started doing this, or even maybe before I was on the show. I was like, man, I don't know about the old lineman with all the wishy-washy. Just give me bad vibes.
Yeah, that offensive line is a bad room to have flippy-floppy vibes.
Yeah, it's gonna need all that around, man, to be honest with you. But we'll see. He's a developmental type kid as well. So he's not supposed to necessarily come and be a splash type kid. But obviously, since we last recorded, we had the 2 commits what we was that day of, and then we got Elijah Lofton. He announced yesterday on the 15th. It was a situation where they felt really good. He was saying all the right things. Worried about Texas. You know, Texas been doing their thing out there for sure. And, you know, they can obviously compete in the NIL market as well. But there was a lot of good feelings coming out of that visit that, you know, he said he know what he wanted to do. And I'm like, well, if he knows what he wants to do, then I don't think it could be Texas because he ain't go visit him. But he had an original commitment date of July 8th and decided to go ahead and put a kibosh on that and did a live announcement during the evening. So good kid. This kid, you know, they call him Baby Brevin. I think he's way more athletic than Brevin, though, to be honest with you. And Brevin was an athletic tight end, but they both fit the same mold, just kind of a little bit on the undersized for a tight end. So, you know, more of an H-back role, 6'2" guy, but really powerful, really athletic, great speed. I think he could be, you know, maybe a legit 4'5", 4'6" guy. He's really fast. They showed one of his clips. You'll see in his early clips. It was an interception thrown on his half, and I mean he gunned that DB down, man. So he just showed some great explosiveness and speed. Think he's gonna be a hell of a weapon. A lot of people were saying like if you kind of want to see him, it's coming out. Who was they playing? It was a Florida team. He went crazy that game. I can't remember if it was. I don't know if it was Shaman. I'll see if I can find it real quick before I get done. But an absolute great get here. 4-star kid. Like Silk said, we still be seeking 2 tight ends. I think at this point, I mean, Amir Jackson is our number 1 target, probably still left. It kind of depends too on what the Oldham kid does, because remember I kind of say he's a kid that says the best things about everywhere he goes. So a lot of people expect Alabama to be in the driver's seat because they're Alabama, and they went there, and then he went to Florida afterwards too. So I don't remember his reviews, but I'm sure they were rave as well. So he was the kid that had the little slip with the cleats on. So I know he's still at the top of the board, but I think he's a hard read.
Who, Caleb?
Yeah, Caleb Oldham.
Caleb Oldham, okay.
Yeah,
we recruited him at receiver, actually.
And I think Ole Miss is as well. I think that was the other main contender originally, was they were looking at him at wide receiver, whereas I think we're still looking at him as a tight end. So you got that guy. It was Chaminade. Okay, I thought it was Chaminade, but it was Chaminade that he went off for 5 touchdowns. So if you kind of want to see some of what he can do, yeah, he went crazy.
Get D-Rob produce a job.
Oh yeah, man. Yo, my man's always hold me down, man.
Yeah, that boy, that.
Hey, friend of the show, baby.
Shit, Miami football.
That was in that game. I must have froze, but that was in that little Super Bowl, a little after the season game, if I'm not mistaken, right? That Chaminade went to and got whooped up there.
Yeah, beat up on. Yeah.
Took them boys all the way through there.
So yeah, like I said, Amir will probably be. I would say he's probably 1A, 1B. Whoever they feel like they can get the most traction with.
So was Lofton was the best player on the field in that game.
Oh, now you worrying about something. I'm done playing.
I'm just asking.
When they don't come, you said you had the best one on the line, then he went to Stanford.
Who? No, Chaminade. What are you talking about? Don't say was Lofton the best player on the field?
Went to education school, huh? That shit always hurt when you lose to education.
Sure, why not? I don't care. Why?
Nah. You know that's what Jeremiah and all them and that's all this joke.
I can live with it. I ain't got Jeremiah in the fold.
Yeah.
He made and I don't anticipate having him in the fold either. If I'll say it right now, if Jeremiah Smith is a Hurricane, I'm gonna be just as shocked as the rest of y'all.
What you feeling on Amir Jackson? We got him on campus this weekend.
We got to fight that off. I mean, if you feeling that good that y'all could probably get a commitment, I do think it's probably down to us too. They really loved him. He did come and do the individual workout. So, we're gonna have to hope he doesn't pop. I don't think they're gonna reach too much with tight in this class. I know they want to get 2. There was a new offer. No, actually, it wasn't an offer. It's a kid that they got coming down to work out. Let me see. I had his name right here. Make sure I don't get it wrong there. But it was, like I said, it's not an actual offer. Oh shit. Okay, I thought I had it on. Now I'll get it before we go. But there's another kid bringing in, but they haven't offered yet either. So they just want to work him out, see how he tests out there. So basically tells me they will kind of stick to the board. If they can't end up getting exactly who they want, they'll probably just they may just end up rolling with one, or just trying to chip away through the rest of the season at a target that may already be committed at this point in the process. I would say. I swear I had that shit locked up right here. Could be tripping though.
Yeah, we're gonna run down on y'all for Amir, man.
Think so?
Yeah,
think it's all done this weekend. I mean, we got in on it later.
I think it's about they gotta close this up here. We've been leading for a while. Georgia was big dog. Georgia got 2 guys. We've been leading in all the predictions on the sites. It's time to close up, Russ Callaway. Let's see what it is, man.
I respect it. He better close up too. If not,
no, y'all just
full court.
Ride with your fast hatchback, man.
Full court, man. Full court press, man. H-back, halfback, whatever back you want to call it. Boys, football.
Big boys tight ends, man. We got the 6'5" guy. Leave that to us, man.
Yeah, okay. Well, tall and can't ball. We'll see what it turns out to ultimately.
You can ball now.
I mean, I ain't talking about Amir because we want him. I'm talking about somebody that we don't know.
Yeah.
I'm shitting on a kid that I don't even know about.
I'll allow it.
Yeah. I don't even know who I'm talking about. I'm just shooting shots in the dark. Somebody gonna get hit. As far outside of that, we got the upcoming visit. So that was the other commitment, obviously from Lofton. Like I said, we looking a little bit. Jamie Trimble. That was the name. I could not think of. Yeah, Jamie Trimble is a guy that they got to come out and work out. As of right now, to my understanding, still doesn't have an offer just yet. Could be happening after he gets through working out. Maybe that's a guy they'll be interested in. As of right now, not exactly top of the board. Trevor Jackson is another name that just went out. He did compete at the Elite 11 as well, actually.
Hooping out there, man.
He did good, and then he did bad on the 7-on-7. Didn't do too hot in there. Yeah, so it's, take it with a grain of salt. We'll see. Out of Winter Garden, plays at West Orange. He's a 247 4-star composite. 247 has him as a 3, but he's a 4-star composite. A guy we just got in it with. I think right now probably the main contender would be Pittsburgh. I believe is probably his top school as of right now. Pittsburgh been doing pretty decent at QB. So
he about run down on y'all.
No, don't let him do it again. I mean, he can come compete. All we got is Judd. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Judd. Judd won some kind of little 7-on-7 tournament. Way to go, my boy.
He's at the Elite 40.
The elite left. Whoever left over, y'all come on out here and throw the football.
You ain't got nothing going on.
Elite who?
Y'all gonna have the last laugh, boy. A guy named Judd. Y'all gonna remember Judd.
We definitely gonna remember him.
I bet you don't remember who's cuz from IMG. Art Sitkowski. Y'all remember him?
Yeah, I remember Sitz.
The quarterback.
That's why they took my
the
ball for
quarterback.
247.
Yeah. Oof.
That boy, I'm gonna tell you a story about this is when I was going to
Hey, so try to refresh me. I lost you. I lost you.
You lost me? All right. Keep talking, Larry.
Yeah, Art was a what's the name offer? Rick. And I come to find out the boy don't even start. I was like, what the hell? And then he started playing and they was like, yeah, we're gonna have to pull that, bro. We better extend that offer. Then he went to Rutgers eventually, I think.
Yeah,
stunk it up there. He stunk there too as well. So, but shout out to Art, man. Got him back.
Yeah, got my crystal ball taken when I had one on 247, man. I was at a camp, man. I seen Art. It was Elite 11. They won the official last one, but they do little camps.
Many ones, yeah.
Yeah. So I was out there, and they doing the 7-on-7 joint. I seen my man Art Sitkowski take off on running. In the 7, I was like, what the hell? I was like, no, that boy ain't got the wherewithal to be playing college ball for my team.
Him to Miami tomorrow.
Yeah. Send that boy somewhere else.
Right now.
That boy just scrambled in 7-on-7 and tried to pick up some yards. Slow as hell, too.
Slid for the first.
You feel me? Slide for the first would have been. I would have went home. That's crazy.
Yeah, they just quit picking up the phone for Art, bro. Hello?
Right.
How you get this number?
The thing about it, I had put that flip in of him going to Rutgers in like July, and everybody looked at me crazy. I was like, nah. I heard Sitkowski is scared of Miami. Actually, like it's just too dark down there.
I'm going to Jersey where it's safe, huh? That's crazy,
man. The Miami coach, that locker room, you gotta be these South Florida kids in that room, man. So you gotta get the coach as well, man.
Yeah.
Sitkowski was looking out of pocket at them visits, man. Like, what is going on?
He looked like what's his name on stage? Who got drafted? Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
Zach Wilson was the swaggerless, just the most stiff,
most uncomfortable.
Man. Anyways,
Sitkowski went back home and said, "Dad, they keep playing this song called On and On and On."
No, we're not gonna have that, Art. You get on home, get you back out here, civilization. We got another offer out. We went to Germany too. Moritz Schmorenzer.
Y'all
crazy right here, man.
Germany, the block is hot in Germany. Y'all had a badass German. He sucked in the league.
Nah, man, I think that was bullshit, bro. They drafted his ass. He was a 4-3 and got drafted to the Colts. It wasn't the man playing.
No, y'all had another one.
Yeah, the 3-4. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, BL1.
Yeah. Oh, they stood him up out there.
Man, the coach ran a 3-4 at that point in time. He was definitely out of come on, bro.
Okay.
I think that's bad. I know we kind of get off topic. I think that's bad fucking scouting and
yeah, it's not a good eval. He don't fit your system.
Right.
But sometimes it works. Sometimes you can stand him up, but
now he was a strictly off the edge type of defense end.
Don't mama about to lie. It's my ass woman. Anyways, he's our second play now at center. Coming in at about 6'4", 280. He's currently in Roanoke, Virginia. Looks like we're in a battle early with Virginia Tech. I think Pitt's another school up there in contention. We're in contention with as well for this kid. And he actually is scheduled. Actually, he should be on. Yeah, sorry, I keep forgetting that we recording on a Friday. It's just throwing me off a little bit. He actually should be visiting as of right now. A couple of other visitors that were kind of later additions, and some guys that I'll expound upon a little bit. Jaden Jackson, defensive tackle out of IMG. I know Florida's involved there. I don't think y'all ain't got nothing to do with Jaden Jackson, do you, CJ?
No, they don't really recruit defensive line like that.
Nah. No Jaden Jackson.
Odell chilling again, huh? Yeah. All right, Jaden.
Jit don't like fishing and shit, man. So he started calling.
Yeah, get him out of here. He don't want to go. He don't want to get no bass. He ain't that kind of player. So yeah, Jaden's actually going to make the trip this week. It could be important, connections wise. We'll see. That's another David Stone connection. They're said to be real tight. I mean, he's a pretty big kid, a little shorter. I think they got him at 6'2", 6'2", 300. But be one of them run stopper type dudes. A couple other guys we got coming up this weekend. It's a lighter weekend, obviously from the one before. So the big dog name would be Justice Scott, 5-star kid out of St. Ignatius. He's been trending to us for a little while now. They kind of saying Michigan's out the window. Notre Dame isn't quite the threat, that some may have kind of thought earlier. He's a city kid, so that kind of could play to our favor in this particular recruitment. He's a kid I think that might end up popping on this weekend visit here. He's the one that, if you recall, he spent a whole week before down there. So, I figure he got a house and all already as it is.
Yeah, probably just an Airbnb special.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know. Seems to me like he's trying to finalize some paperwork. We'll see.
Sound like it.
Yeah, Justice Scott, 5-star out of Chicago. I kind of got him. I got him on commit watch as of this weekend. I think we might get him to go ahead and press the button. It's still, if there's anybody else still kind of in this recruitment, probably Georgia is right there, and then Michigan's kind of sound like would be the third team there. And that would go a long way to kind of get some of the get the ball rolling to an extent. Another kid, 4-star Kevin Riley, running back out of Tuscaloosa. I know y'all hear Tuscaloosa, and most people like, well, that ain't gonna happen. Alabama does want him.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, Alabama does want him. Yeah, Alabama does want him. Story is basically a lot of the family wants him just out of Alabama. Maybe
go to Miami.
I mean, maybe spread his wings. It's Tuscaloosa. I don't know if you ever been there. Have you ever been to Tuscaloosa?
I want to leave Alabama. I feel like Miami's a good spot for you.
yeah. It's Coral Gables. It's not Miami.
Okay,
it's
right.
only Miami when it's convenient.
Okay.
We switch locations as necessary.
Coral Gables might be a fit there.
Right, yeah, because you get kids from Miami that go to Coral Gables and it's like, oh, man, that's a whole nother world. That's right, young man. This is the good side.
They really from Miami.
Yeah, they from the Miami.
I'm from the hood though. From the hood though. Like really from the.
He's another guy. High up on the board. They're really excited about him. He's another guy that they think could possibly pop. We got Chris Wheatley Humphrey committed. Jarrett Gibson has whittled his down to 3. That does include us. It's Georgia, Texas, and us. So I wouldn't it's not going to affect that particular situation. I don't think either way. If anybody would be affected, maybe it'd be Wheatley. But I think they just like him. Period. Just as a scat back type. Period. So I don't think it would shake up much. If they could end up getting something like all 3, it could definitely go down like that. Riley though is another kid that they think could be close to kind of shutting down the process and putting all this stuff to bed and go ahead and making this commitment. Keep an eye on that this weekend.
Gibson down to 3.
Yeah, I forget where I read that at. I was flipping through some stuff. Yeah, he said he got it down to 3.
Out. I think he's down to 5. I think 3 standing out.
Okay, maybe I misread it then. Yeah. Who else we got coming down? You got Elias Rudolph. He's that lean defensive edge kid out of Deerfield. Long frame, still a little bit light. He's only coming in. They only got him listed at like 205. So obviously got to build onto that frame. Kind of a Jason Taylor, especially. He's kind of built off of that same frame. So somebody else that's supposed to be coming down this weekend. See what kind of work we can get done there. There is a few more names. Make sure I'm not forgetting. I checked because I didn't hear any more word on it. And maybe you might know a little something, CJ. Still got Ashton Hampton down for this weekend. He's the kid out of the Florida State School, the safety.
Yeah.
Still got him listed as an official visitor as of right now. I
know Ashton wasn't going to take an official visit to us until later.
Yeah, until late. Yeah, I think he got y'all. Yeah, like in season September-ish.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Do not look at them. I don't care about them damn rankings when it comes to this kid. This kid is fucking legit, man. Like I went to.
It's gonna be a lot of late rises this year.
Yeah.
This is especially when
it
pertains to
still
DB.
Got plenty of evaluation time.
Yeah, they're late. They're late on DB evals for sure. I think defensive tackle.
I went to the Florida High Gabi game last year, and just from a size standpoint, he stood out instantly, man. So he made a lot of plays that game, man. A big time player, comes from a football family. Dad is Alonzo Hampton, former FSU coach, and the current head coach at I think Arkansas Pine Bluff, if I'm not mistaken, HBCU. So I'm telling you, I like Ashton a lot, man. Real solid player, real big kid, legit 6'2". I think he's a big time player, to be honest with you. And his offers reflect that.
Yeah, he's got all the right offers.
Yeah, look at them offers. Don't be worried about these some of these kids. If you start hearing big dogs in the mix, that means you're dealing with a big dog.
Half the time, that just means I don't even know if
I ain't no big dog, so never mind what I was just saying about
I would say that too. But our names still carry weight, still doing our thing. And we ain't had no number 4 pick, but we on the trail fighting just like everybody else. Who else we got this weekend? Papa Afua. He's another kid. I don't know if he's gonna pop yet. Feel good about him though. That's another one of those Polynesian kids off the west.
Mario in his bag right now.
Yeah, he's just hanging out west, bro.
Yeah,
eventually he's gonna come to the southeast.
I'll tell you right now.
In his comfort zone.
I've been saying forever, I can't wait to get some names I can't pronounce on my team. I don't care if they're Nigerian or they Polynesian. I want some names that just give me the Dickens, that just beat the hell out of me when I go to that pronunciation sheet. So come one, come all, those with a whole bunch of vowels in your last name and first name. If you got a whole bunch, that's why I'm glad they give them nicknames. Like Papa. Okay, cool, Papa. I can call you that. I got that one. All this other stuff I'm going to have trouble with. He's a kid
I would need my style to hang out in the southeast, man.
I mean, we'll see.
Different down here.
That was another point I did want to make.
Depending on what position we're looking at.
I mean, recruit the whole country, but I don't need you that be your pipeline out west. I want to recruit the entire nation when it pertains to talent, because the world's small. It's not any what it used to be. But I need, especially like in my trenches, I need them boys to camp out in the southeast.
No, I agree. I mean, the out of the non-official visitors, now that's something we did want to talk about. I'm glad you guys kind of brought it up. Out of the non-official visitors that we have within this weekend, coming through this weekend, 7 of those guys from the state of Florida. So definitely trying to make the presence felt within the state for sure.
It's imperative.
Yeah, Mario ain't on them vibes. I don't give a damn. Just win, goddammit. Jericho Johnson, another kid. He's out of Cali too. Big 4-star kid, defensive tackle.
Mario still, he might be on their time zone. Like, I think his phone and shit gotta be on their time zone.
Probably might be. He got time to be fooling around with these churns. See all these visits they going on. The churns playing games. He skips out on wearing sneakers to wear loafers. Man, it's not a game play.
He's ready to take a 5-hour flight in a 20-minute drive, huh?
Yeah. Well, he moving to IMG when they make their commitment.
Oh, okay.
when they let it know, and then that way we get more Florida numbers.
Yeah.
It's chess, not checkers, baby. As long as that final paper say that. But yeah, that's about it for this week. It's like I said, this week's lighter. 23rd is a big. Right now, it's a pretty long list. Give a couple of them, I guess, real quick. Chris Cole, he's probably number 1 on our DB board. I mean, linebacker board. Excuse me. That's Rohan's. This is stupid. That's Rohan Marley's nephew. Ricky Knight will be in.
My bad for the brother, but that tweet, that message you just put us to from Antoine. Antoine, boom. That is all you need. Recruit Florida
and Georgia, and you can get whatever you need.
I agree 100% with that. 200%.
Amen. And California and Texas and
Hawaii.
Wherever else I get some fucking talent from. Wherever else I can get some talent from.
Every Polynesian country, man.
Yes,
Utah.
sir. Hey, they there too, especially on that line. Who else? A couple of names I want to mention. Jalen Hayward out of Rockledge. It's fun being in Florida. I can go see some of these games now, man.
Nah, bro, you ain't putting my dog Luke, man. You had some games right in your face, man. You ain't putting him nowhere.
I wasn't living there
in his own city, man.
Right.
Never heard this kid. By the time I heard him, I'm leaving. What the hell? We play football in Georgia? Is Savannah now? What the hell? That's like a beautiful thing.
S-Dot pulled up late. S-Dot, no, he didn't talk about his quarterback.
He wasn't invited. He wasn't invited.
He was invited to the water gun camp though, Larion.
The water gun.
But our latest offer was
Super
invited.
all weekend and shit.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lose because if Luke do his thing, I'm just gonna sell out. I'm just gonna 9-1-2 y'all to death.
The boy jump bandwagon so quick. Boy,
I'm from Savannah, born and bred. 9-1 dudes. Y'all already know.
They are after a quarterback that was at the Elite 11.
That is.
They offered. They're about to whiff. Just sit tight, S-Dot. Quarterbacks don't want to play for Mario, bro. He like the stench is on him with quarterbacks, man. It's something going on.
He about to wipe this thing off. Watch this in. Hold my bill. Hold bill. Give me the warm rag, baby. Get that stench off.
We always take it too far, man. Warm rag.
Get the warm rag, baby.
That's outlandish, bro.
But wipe that thing off.
That sounds nuts, man. Paul. Crazy. Wipe that thing off.
Oh, man. Caleb Odom is on his official that weekend as well. Dylan Day is a cornerback we've been after. He's a USC commit right now, but he's scheduled. Chance Robinson on his official. And Xavier Mincy got it. We're still after as well.
Save your money, man.
No, don't tell us. Well, what we supposed to do? Recruit Florida or not?
We're just talking shit, bro.
If we keep missing, I'm gonna just say fuck Florida. I'm gonna just, as long as they put that U on it, then they my team.
What's your DB board look like though? It's solid. Y'all feel good where y'all at with it, or y'all gonna fire or die? I know DVD waiting.
That's a whole nother story. I call DVD. I'll let you know where we come about. Talking about corners. I don't know. It's so early because we don't have a lot of commitments. Period. I'll be ready next show. Let me look at it. That's a good question, actually. Look at it and kind of go top to bottom.
Like I said, my man yesterday was down there. I didn't know that was a visit until I found that out today. I was like, Mario, we moving like the G and lasagna for sure.
Yeah. Secrets.
Yeah. What's my DB name? I forgot his name just that quick. Teddy Foster. I don't know why I forget that name. Teddy Foster is definitely a guy that you guys are out there. He's from South Florida.
And I ain't even heard it. That's how good he is. He's doing.
He was there yesterday.
Okay. Outside of that, only other real news we got Marquise Lightfoot, excuse me, Miami West. I like it. I like it. Miami. Well, I say Miami West. Reading your shit. Marquise Lightfoot. He dropped the top 6. The kid out of Chicago as well, 6'5", 220 edge. He's dropped the top 6. That includes Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, USC, Illinois, and Miami, of course. So it's another guy they still feel real good about. That's a good question though. Because I think they did so much to try to tool up the cornerback room as far as hitting the portal hard. Because they like the class they brought in, but they want to get a little more experience and a little age. But there's so much focus. Yeah, like I said, they really got to hit on this D line and soon. And that's why I said it would really be paramount if we can get Justin Scott to go ahead and get the ball rolling, so you can kind of start maneuvering around a little bit and shoring up some other areas where you may want to tighten up a little bit. But that is all, other than they announced the plans for the $300 million operation center. It's going to have all the bells, whistles, and doodahs for everybody. It's supposed to be breaking ground really soon, maybe at the end of this month, actually. So that is on the horizon. No stadium. I saw the USF stadium jokes. Miami is not Tampa. It's really more of a space thing at this point.
I thought Ruiz had the handle for y'all.
He trying. He ain't quit. People don't want to give up the land. It's just, like I said, it's tight. It's not Tampa.
Oh, he said it was happening. He said it was.
He been lying.
Who said that?
You know who said it.
Ruiz said that?
Yeah, he said it.
He been said that. No, not recent though. He didn't be quiet recently.
Yeah, call that boy. Put him on. Yeah. Put the phone to the mic real quick.
The people need to hear.
Yeah.
I had him on the show one time. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna have to hit him back up.
That publicist said, "Nah."
His heels done cool, so not he done been on everybody else's show. You can bring his ass on the roll up. I'm gonna get him back. Yeah, I had somebody that had it lined up for me. I need to see what's going on. That new
Carshawn going a little bit. I think.
Yeah.
He did what he wanted to do.
He's ducking the feds these days. I don't think. Boosie just snitched on himself recently, man. I don't think it's cool for people that's dealing with the feds to be going on content right now.
Y'all watch Reed skate up out there, skate up out of all allegations. Never stepped foot in the courtroom. Never lost. That's it.
Rest in peace to Ray Lewis, man. Condolences to the family. Ray Lewis, son, third, yeah, passed away. No information on that, but condolences to the family.
Most definitely.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he was a player. He was originally with the Canes, ended up going to Coastal Carolina, and then finally I think Virginia Union. I saw several messages go out, sending out that heartfelt condolences to the family. So yeah, I did. I was gonna actually do that on my shout out. So
okay.
Didn't forget, but yeah, appreciate you saying that though.
Yeah, no, man, it was sad, man. Dude, 30 years old, man. It's always sad, bro. You're seeing a lot of that these days, man. Ja Morant, Kyle 25. We gotta get up out of here, man. It's Friday night, man. We appreciate y'all for hanging out with us. Before we even do the Ja Morant stuff, man, we at the Trap Music Museum. I cannot forget, man. We're in Atlanta next month, July 6th. We in the A. We leaving the beaches for the peaches. We hanging out at our first official media day. Something that we're gonna run back annually. A lot of vibrations, man. Live music. Your former Big Three players. Brian McFadden was confirmed this week. Janoris Jenkins is pulling up. My man Johnny Rutledge is pulling up. Ernest Graham. He's bringing his sons Miles Graham. We got Tony George. I got some more Gators, and we got some more players we're going to announce here soon. But a lot of giveaways, a lot of vibes. Like I said, music, they got a full bar. A lot of vibrations. If you're in the A, you got anything going on that weekend, y'all pull up. Get.
That's a Thursday, too. So
Thursday.
make sure you put in PTO if you need. It's Thursday evening, so you should be able to vibe out and still make it work the next day. Don't let your nightlife interfere with your day life, but play it safe. Go ahead and tell them you ain't gonna make it Friday, in case the party keeps going.
Yeah,
and I never want to pull up anchor when the fun is still going, and you be like, "Oh, I got to be to work tomorrow." Just tell them you're not gonna be there. Worst case scenario, you go to work. Nobody's ever mad at that.
Yeah, most definitely, guys. Come out and hang out with us on the 6th. It's going to be good vibes. We're going to have good music, some food, drinks. It's going to be, of course, us. We're going to bring the vibes as well. So it's going to be a really good event, man. Really good event. Can't wait to get up there.
Somebody asked me dress code wise, like how we giving it up, and I was just like, I don't know what these boys got planned, but I'm not wearing no Gator jerseys and no shit like that.
Yeah,
nah. I'm probably I'm
getting fresh,
some
man.
polo or some.
Yeah.
I don't know. I seen a Psycho Bunny T-shirt I like. I don't know, bro. Yeah, it ain't gonna be no Miami nothing. Sorry.
Already.
The season's over.
A little bit. Like, subscribe, share some our information on everything. I'm off the Rollup account, be operate from a different account. Hopefully I can get my
your
Twitter
ass
back
off
this
there,
week.
man.
Yeah, man. It's all good though, man. I got suspended. It all comes in the game, man. It's all part of the game. But I'll be back on my personal account. Like, subscribe to everything we got going. Go follow us on Instagram. If you haven't subscribed, if you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, you don't have a YouTube, show us some love. Go make a YouTube account and subscribe, man. It counts a lot. It helps us gain traction on the algorithms and grow that platform a little bit more. Website coming soon, July 1st. It's the Rollup. It's the vibes. We out.
25 for Ja.
Oh, y'all want to talk about that? We ain't talk about that. 25 games for Ja Morant. What do you think?
We can go quick, fast. Yeah, 25 for Ja.
That sounds about right around Christmas time. In my opinion, I think that's about right. But I think Commissioner, they hyped it up way too much, though. He was talking like he was about to do some...
About to bam him, huh?
Right, you feel me? Some greasy shit, but...
They was slapping him with the money again.
Yeah,
because he ain't going to be able to make no all-NBA team.
You can't get that Supermax. And I think he losing quite a bit in money from those games missed as well. So let's go hit the pockets a little bit.
Playing with the money, man. Can't be playing with the money. That's.
But you still rich. That's the problem. Like you still rich.
All that money count, man. When you try.
But
all that count.
If you telling me his head clearly hard, right? Like that's clearly without question. But if you taking somebody that's so just determined to go against the grain, I don't know if the money gonna hit because it's still so much more than what you had. So
I don't regret it later. Like
probably later in life. Yeah, I think in the moment we'll see. I worry if in the moment it even still hits because I couldn't believe the dude went right back and it was just like, Ja, they just told you don't.
Yeah, when dudes that play that he's better than start getting bigger contracts, that's when it's gonna hit him.
That's when you're right.
It's one thing being rich, he still got an ego. Like it's still gonna be like, bro, I'm better than these dudes. They making more money than me. Like it ain't just I'm rich.
Yeah,
it's just bad decision making, man.
Because what is he? 21, 22?
Shaw's like I think he's 21 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's still real young. Prayers for Zion Williamson too, man. Mariah Mills.
That girl's still out here,
bro. She will not stop, bro. She out here built like ants. It's crazy, dog.
I'm sorry, John's 23. But no, that's disrespectful.
23, okay.
That's disrespectful to ants, though, fam. That shit is terrible.
I don't know what that boy had going on in life for him to be knocking that down, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm concerned about Zion to be
told you, man, that anime, man. That anime warps the mind.
The headache, the little piece of pleasure is
I ain't mad at him for knocking her. I'm mad at him for setting her up with a security account and all kind of old other shit.
I missed that.
Oh no,
all kind of money. She said she was getting $107 a month.
And she's a fool too.
$100 something a month from.
Yes, that was
right.
Which is so stupid.
Imagine blowing that situation.
Why would you fuck that up?
Play your role.
Right. First of all, yes, it's both of them up.
It's probably cap.
Yeah, it probably is. But if he was paying
about Zion, if he was knocking that down, she said he was I'd probably believe her.
I could believe it. Because it's him. I could believe it. You're right.
Are you blowing out all that because he got a baby?
all that. Cause
Come on, bro.
she might fell in love, man. You know,
They ain't in love, bro.
Sometimes you fall in love with, who knows, man.
More ego, man. Won't be number one. You just gotta be number two. You
That's
just
two
gotta
L's right there. One
gotta
L
trap
for
him
him
yourself.
doing that shit and paying her, and the other L for her fucking that whole situation. No
Men don't see, man. We don't get this option, man. We would be so quiet, boy. Ooh. Could you imagine a sugar mama?
You be Oprah Winfrey side, dude.
Absolutely won't say a damn word. And none of y'all know. You feel me?
What?
And nobody know. No,
man, for $10,000 a month?
Like the Home Depot chick, Shaq done slid in her DMs. It's clear. You got to read the fucking room, right?
Yeah, she don't know what's going on in real life. Though.
She blew the opportunity.
She oblivious to it. She got
And Shaq ain't wasn't looking for her.
I'm probably sure her auntie or mama probably
Shaq thirsty as shit, man.
Oh yeah, Shaq.
That's crazy.
He was looking. But see,
kind of cop is this?
Police head. He trying to handcuff something. You know he trying to cuff something.
You already know he trying to cuff something.
You got a clear opportunity right here, and you want the clout. You rather the damn social media clout. Let me screenshot that shit and show you.
Oh, see, you could have had bigger clout working with Shaq.
Facts.
You could have played a bigger play. Anyways, don't fumble the ball, man.
Old ass giant trying to knock them cheeks. That girl probably scared as shit.
Shit, Shaq all Shaq go for, man. Shaq don't go for nothing but a little tiny petite.
That is a giant. You ever seen Shaq in person?
Yeah, that's a big dude.
He's huge, bro.
Yeah, but he don't like nothing but little teeny tiny woman. I never seen Shaq with a 6 footer. Never. He always with a 5'3" something.
Kids still come out 7 foot. That boy got some.
Shit, he do the math.
Yeah,
7 and 5. That's still 6 something. Anyway. All right, well, shit, yeah, I did want to, y'all get your mind right, prayers for Zion, Home Depot girl. Y'all
I don't know, man. I ain't gonna say
some
Shaq
fumblers,
for
man.
women because he picked Shawnee right because Shawnee is as far as female size, we get up out there, but female size, she just looks small compared to him.
yeah.
But Shawnee is like 5'10", 5'11".
Sure, she got big. I ain't think she was that big.
Yeah, you just see her compared to that.
Yeah, that's true.
And overall, though, after that situation, he definitely been going for some smaller women.
Yeah. All right, let's get up out of here, man. Y'all go enjoy the rest of your Friday night. I got to work.
Hey, man, happy Father's Day to all y'all boys, man. You're a king this weekend, man. Kick your feet up. You're a king always, but kick your feet up, man.
No grilling.
No socks.
Yeah. No grilling.
Man.
No socks or ties.
Yeah, all that, man. Stamp your place in the crib this weekend. Make everybody, wait for your hand and feet. It's the roll up. It's the vibe. It's the biggest. Hang out with us. We'll be back with y'all at our regular time Wednesday.
Sunday.
Golly.
That too.
Yeah. Well, 2 shows coming up soon, man. No cap. Be on y'all heels in a minute, man. The season is on the horizon.
Yep.